Okay, in this video, we're going to look at saving our key. Now, whenever we paste in our API key into that little box and click save, we need to save. And to do that, we'll come down here to our save section. And again, I'm going to do this down here. So again, we want to define our file name. And I'm going to call this file name again. And I'm going to set it equal to API_key because we know that's the name of our file. Now we need to open that file again. And I'm going to call this output_file because we're writing to it and outputting something into it. And again, we just call open the name of our file, which is file name. And again, we're going to WB because we're going to write to this, right? W stands for write. Now we need to actually add the data to the file. And we use pickle for that. We're going to dump it into the file. So we call pickle.dump, right? And then what do we want to stick in there? Well, whatever's in API_entry. That's our entry box that has our API key. So to get whatever's in there, we call .get with 2 parentheses. And where are we going to stick it? We're going to stick it in that output file that we just opened right here, right? So we're going to dump everything that's in our entry box into our file. And that's it. So then we can go ahead and do our stuff here. And we should be good to go. Now we could close this file, I guess, if we wanted to, or we could just leave it open. It will close on its own whenever your program ends. So that works too. So let's head over here. And first this ls, we see we don't have our API key file. So now let's run this guy. And we can click this. And I'm just going to type in John Elder for now. We can save it. So now when we ls, we see that key thing exists. Now if we run our app again, boom, John Elder is sitting right there. Now if we click save again and open again, you can see that it's adding it a second time, which is not what we want. So we'll have to fix that in just a second. But yeah, we're coming right along. Now if we come back over here and open that API key file, you can see this is what's in it. This is what I mean by byte files, by bytecode, right? It's just weird numbers and stuff. So to the casual intruder who might be trying to steal your key, they're not going to know what this is. They're not going to be able to figure it out. Now, if they're an experienced hacker and they go, that looks like bytecode, I can decode that, then yes, they can decode this. So this is not encryption, right? This is just very basic stuff, but it works okay. So now when we come down to save our key here, let's delete. Let's go API_entry.delete. We want to delete everything from 0 to the end. Let's delete entry box. Right? And the reason why we're doing this is so that we don't get that thing that we just saw. So let's come back over here and I'm going to remove our API key. See, now it no longer exists. And let's try this whole thing again. So we can say update our key. I'm going to type in John Elder, save it. Now when I update it again, boom, it just says John Elder once. I can save it because every time we save it, it takes away whatever was there. And so then the next time when we open it, it's not overriding itself onto itself, right? So now we can close this. Let's run it again just to make sure this is working again. And boom, John Elder's still there. We can save it. All right, we're good to go. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to do just a little bit of error handling.